World War I, the Great War. It's not just a chapter in a textbook, it's the reason the world looks the way it does today. Over a century ago, the world was plunged into chaos and the shockwaves are still shaping our lives. But how did it all begin? It all came down to a single shot in 1914. Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary was assassinated in Sarajevo by a young Serbian nationalist. A tragedy for sure, but Europe was already a powder keg, packed with alliances, rivalries, and armies itching for action. So what should have been a local crisis exploded into global disaster. Suddenly the world picked sides. On one side, the Allied powers, Britain, France, and Russia, with the US joining later. On the other, the Central Powers, Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. The war didn't just stay in Europe. Battles raged in Africa, the Middle East, and even the Pacific. Millions were caught up in the storm, but for the soldiers, the reality was mud, misery, and fear. Trench warfare turned the Western Front into a nightmare. Imagine living for months in waterlogged ditches, with rats crawling everywhere, disease spreading, and artillery shells raining down day and night. Machine guns, poison gas, and barbed wire made every inch of ground deadly. It was a new kind of war, and no one was ready for it. By 1917, two events changed everything. First, the United States joined the fight, bringing fresh troops and resources. Second, Russia bowed out after revolution rocked the country. The battlefield was changing too. Tanks and airplanes made their debut, forever altering how wars would be fought. Finally, in November 1918 it was over. The world counted the cost, more than 16 million dead, entire cities in ruins. The Treaty of Versailles tried to put things right but ended up planting the seeds for even bigger problems, including World War II. Borders shifted, empires fell, and for millions, life would never be the same. World War I didn't just change history, it changed everything.